Okay, we'll pick up the tour here by talking about our digital products. This is a product called the Digi-Wave. This is a digital transceiver, which means it transmits and receives. This operates on the 2.4 gigahertz frequency band, which means it can be used in almost any country. And one of the unique things about the Digi-Wave system is that it allows two-way operation. So one of the primary uses for this product is for guided tours. So a tour guide leading a group would carry a master transceiver, and then people in the tour group would have receivers with headsets, and the tour guide would be making their presentation as the group walks around. It's a completely portable system, and unlike other tour guide systems, this would allow question and answer. So the tour guide can enable the question and answer capability in the system with a simple push of a button, and then that would allow people in the tour group to ask questions. When a question is asked, everyone in the group hears the question, and then everyone in the group hears the answer. And any of the people in the tour group can push their talk button, and then the talk channel transfers to them, and this permits question and answer capability. So this is typically used in VIP type tours, in industrial applications, or sometimes in tourist attractions, and is really one of the unique applications for this product. We do have a receive-only unit as well for situations where they're not going to use the question and answer capability, and can save a little bit of money on the system. A second application for this product is for use as a wireless intercom system. In this case, for instance, we could be talking about a small production crew in, say, a high school theater production or a church production, where the director would have the master unit, and then the various technicians, a lighting technician, a stage technician, a sound technician, would have corresponding transceivers, and then this system would allow a conversation among that stage crew, and the director would always have priority and would also be able to control that conversation. So it's a very flexible and powerful system, and we deliberately designed it that way. So with some very simple configuration changes, we can make it do a lot of different things. Another application would be for multiple presenters. If I was making a presentation to a group, I could have a master transceiver, use it with a lavalier type microphone or a headset type microphone, and then we would connect a receiver either to the house sound system or to, say, a portable amplified speaker. So when I talk, my voice would come through the speaker system. If I had a co-presenter, we could both have our microphones turned on simultaneously, and the audience would hear both of us coming through the sound system. If there was a third or a fourth or a fifth presenter as well, simply by pushing the talk buttons on the units, the talk channel would hand off among the presenters. So we could have multiple presenters without requiring multiple wireless microphones and a mixer. Another application I'll talk about is simultaneous language interpretation. Again, with some simple setup button pushes, we can configure this system to operate as a completely portable 14-channel language interpretation system. It provides a monitor or floor signal for the individual interpreters to listen to. Then each interpreter would have one of these transceivers set to broadcast on a particular channel, and then the listeners and the audience would use a listen-only receiver, and which has a channel selector on it, and then they could select any one of those 14 channels to hear the language that they understand. And then lastly, We can set this up as a completely portable conference system. So a school board meeting, a town council meeting, kind of a smaller type of meeting where maybe there's not a permanent facility that they meet in, or maybe they don't have a discussion system available to them. In this case, each of the delegates can use one of these transceivers. They can use it with a headset that has an earphone and a microphone, or in some cases they can use a built-in microphone and a built-in earphone speaker and hold it like a telephone, speak into it like a telephone. And in this case, the chairman of the group has complete control of the discussion, can enable or disable the talkback function. We have a audience response voting feature on the product, so if the chairman wants to call a vote, each of the delegates then has the option to vote yes, no, or abstain. And then as the delegates vote, the tally appears on the display of the chairman's unit. The chairman also could set a talk timer if they want to. So if they're going to allow each delegate, say 2 minutes, to summarize their position, the chairman can activate the talk timer. Then when a delegate begins talking, the timer comes up, starts counting down. At the end of their time, it shuts their microphone off so the next person can get their turn. So it's a very flexible, very powerful system. But actually very simple for the users. In most cases, you simply turn it on, adjust the volume, and you're ready to go. The last product that we're showing here is an interpreter's console. This is called the IC2, and this is used for simultaneous language interpretation use. This is primarily intended for bilingual, meaning two-language type applications, but these units can be connected in series and easily accommodate a 4 to 8 language type of system. Basically, it's set up to allow 2 interpreters to share a console, which is a common arrangement in the interpretation market. They take turns. They don't both actively interpret at the same time, but they don't have to change physical location. The product allows the individual interpreter to select one of 2 incoming audio channels, either the floor channel, which is the original podium signal, or what's called a relay channel. So if they do not understand the language that's currently being spoken at the podium, but they do understand another language that's being interpreted, they can select that relay signal, listen to that other language that they do understand, and then they provide their interpretation. This also allows them to select one of 2 output channels from the device. So in the case where the interpreter is the relay person, their voice is going out on the relay channel for the other interpreters to listen to. Or if they're not the relay person, their voice is just going out on their normal output channel. It has microphone on and off, mute functions, volume, bass, and tone control. We can accommodate virtually any kind of microphone that the interpreter wants to use, as well as headphones. Really very simple system, but very robust, easy to use, and kind of fills a niche in the interpretation market, which is very common in the North American market, where we're doing a bilingual or a 2-language type of application. So that's the the tour of the product solutions that we offer. Thank you for the opportunity to show this.